right. So, bro, how do you pronounce it? Changster? Changster? Is that right? Changster? Yeah, I got to do a little work. So, I've been wanting to start a podcast. Well, no, if I'm being honest, I've been wanting someone else to start a podcast for a while, but no one started it. So, I figure let me just go start going live on YouTube for a little bit myself and see if it catches any traction. And we can talk about whatever. Beto versus Cardona. Well, what game is that? Can you release your tape of Beto versus Cardona? I don't know what game that is. At King of the Courts. This year? King of the Courts? Oh, no, I did not live stream that. If I did, it would have already been up. I did not live stream that. I know you're talking about Carlos, Wolverine. I did not, that was not something that I recorded. So, oh, I know. So where I was sitting, no, I'm not Handball of the Americas. That is our Genesis. Our Genesis Handball of the Americas. So that is who you're looking for. Um, he has a Facebook, so you could definitely hit him up and get that. Let me just post real quick on. So yeah, I've been talking to my wife and just talking, and I've been talking about potentially starting a podcast. So I'm here. Chang just said, bro, I think you're doing great with the Hamburg community with your interviews, Timbo Culling, and others. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I want to do more, right? So this is part of that introduction. Potentially getting this YouTube channel up. So YouTube is clearer, right? YouTube is clearer. And when I add people to the stream, it's super clear. Um, so I want to start streaming here. The problem is that I don't have a following on YouTube. All of my following is on um Facebook, my Handball Access Facebook page. So I want to start going live on YouTube, but I want the guys that I'm interviewing to have an audience to ask questions, to engage with, so we could go back and forth. I can't do that yet until I get this YouTube up and running. So that's kind of why I'm here to get things going more. Hold on one second. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. Mr. Beast, finna pop up and donate 10K. I wish that'd be cool. Listen, if I'm being honest, um, obviously, ultimate goal always is to just give back to handball. I do all this stuff I do is for handball, is for love, right? I don't get paid for it. If I could get paid, I would love it. But for example, if Mr. Beast came in and gave me 10K, I'm going to throw some of that money, most of that money back into the sport. And I'm also going to try to engage Mr. Beast to potentially throw a handball tournament, sponsor a tournament. That'll be pretty cool. Come on. Does this move? No. So, yeah. Um, so you're based out of Florida, New York. You seem to travel a lot. Yeah. So I am from New York. I'm from Staten Island, New York, but I moved to Florida a few years ago. 3 years ago. But I oftentimes, my beautiful wife loves to go back to New York for family events. So I'm always in New York. And when I go to New York, typically it's for an extended period of time. Extended meaning anywhere from 2.5 weeks to a month. Uh, I try to go up there for a long period of time. I try to get everything out the way. Everything meaning all my handball events. I try to visit new parks every time I go up there. I try to see all my people. I always try to get as much. I try to eat as much food as I can. But yeah, I am based out of Florida at the moment, Central Florida to be exact, Orlando. I do come to Philly. I do come to Philly. Nice, nice. When can fans expect you? Okay, when I'm going back to New York is probably going to be sometime next year. Because I got a new job. The new job is not that flexible, so I can't really right now. If I go to New York, I wouldn't be able to go for an extended period of time, and that's always what I want to do. So next year probably when I have some PTO accrued. Um, but going back to what my man Let 273 said, I go to Philly. So I don't know who this is. It looks like Dalit a little bit. What's up, Rome? Um, Tommy will play. Dale, you see, I called it. Dale, no. So here's the thing, though, Dale. You were around and then you disappeared, and now you're back around. Your disappearing period, I was in Philly every year. I show Philly love all the time. I was going to Philly every single winter to play four war at least twice. I was bringing people with me. I would always try to set up a Philly day just to go out and show love. Matter of fact, I got slammed last time I went there during the summertime. I called out Duck Sam in singles before I got there. Then by the time I did get there, um, he showed up super late. It was 100 degrees. It was my eighth game, and he left me on three. I got cooked. The books cooked me that day. It was embarrassing. But yeah, yeah, I always show Philly love. Matter of fact, I was on the phone with Sam Clutch today. That's my boy Sam Clutch. Shout out Sam Clutch, Philly handball. And I was on the phone with Duck Sam and Isaiah yesterday. Um, so yeah, man. I always try to show Philly love. I love my Philly guys. I get some heat for loving Philly so much. I'm even an Eagles fan. I will play Tommy though. I mean, if Tommy's beating Beeper, I beat Beeper all the time. I hate indoors and four walls, so I only play during the summer. Yeah, no, so indoors and four so I love four wall. I love four wall. I really don't even know why I love four wall so much. I feel like I'm just as good in four. I'm better in four wall singles than I am in one wall singles. That's for sure. That's definitely a real thing. But uh I would go out there every single winter to play four wall. And the guys would come. Sam, Jomar, Wally, Hose. I never played Zay. Duck Sam, Flacco, Sensen, Nurse. They will all come out. We will all chill out. And then we would go to Unks to get some seafood when I go to Philly. So yeah, um, Philly's always a good time for me. But yeah, so back to what I was saying, I want to do more interviews. And in order for me to do more interviews, I want to do it on YouTube on this platform. And in order for me to do it on this platform, I need to start going live and building up my followers. So that is why I am here today in some street games at 113 in Corona. Yes. So last time I was up in the summer, 113 is a lot of the guys from 85th play at 113 now. So, and I knew that. So I wanted to see how those courts were. Those courts were really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Players, the locals were nice too. Um, I had fun. I had fun at 113 for sure. For sure, I had fun at 113. Black Sam's good at full wall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, I actually lost to Black Sam, to Sam Clutch and Allen in a full wall tournament and in a full wall finals a few years ago. 25-23 we lost, me and my boy Gabe. And that's when I started going to no, so small ball, I lost to Sam Clutch and Allen in a small ball 3-wall tournament. Um, that was frustrating to say the least. I was miserable. I lost to Black Sam and Allen twice in the finals. Big ball and small ball. Which regular 113 you say the best at singles if you had to rank top three? I don't know. So I don't know who the actual I the regulars I saw was Shorty. Um Shiesty Omar was there, but Shiesty Omar don't fuck with me. Um Danny Martinez was with us. Ponytail Ed was there, Baseball Chris, Hernan was there. Um Julio was there, PSP was there. It was a good day, but I don't know who's actually locals. I played on that first court with the guys that I just named. So I didn't play the court next to us was more of like actual locals, and I didn't play with them. Jesse was there. Was Jesse there? No, Jesse wasn't there. Jesse wasn't there. Danny was there though. Danny played Danny didn't lose a doubles game. Danny Martinez. Danny was there and did not lose one doubles game. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Um, but again, ultimate goal is to get this going up. What's up, Timbo? I was just saying to Timbo, my ultimate goal is to get this stream up and running, so that I can start going live here, and getting people and inviting people onto this stream instead of doing it on my Facebook, because Facebook zooms in on your face and stuff. So this is gonna be where I start going live more often. Tonight, I'm doing a little work. I'm actually not doing any work because I'm trying to focus here and I don't want to be like this on my screens. But I came up to do a little work and to go live for a little bit, talk handball. Um, and build this stream up. And once I build this channel up to where I got enough people that tune in when I go live, I'm going to start doing my interviews on here. I'll tell you right now who's on my list of interviews, potential interviews. Let me go to my post. Uh, right here. All right. So I want to get Alan on here. I'm in the list of guys that I know are hard for me to get for multiple reasons that we won't discuss. Alan, Los, Gio, and Tavo. Those are the four guys that I want to interview that I know are going to be difficult for me to get. Alan, Gio, and Tavo. After that, I do want to get an interview with the Florida guys. I want to get an interview with Max. I want to get an interview with Thor. I want to get an interview with Kevin. I want to get an interview with Tuna. Tuna will be a great interview. I want to get an interview with Modelo and Melvin. So all of that stuff, that's the Florida guys. Cali guys, the Cali guys that I want to interview would be Oscar, Sal, and Samson. I would love to get Chava too, but I know a little bit about the three that I just mentioned. I don't know that much about Chava, so I got to do my homework before I meet with him. I would love to get an interview with some of the hosts out there. Atanasio, the gorilla, um, Angel Hernandez, and there's another host, Victor Villanueva. Those are the Cali guys. I would love to interview the guy that's been throwing tournaments in Kansas City. I think it's KC. The one Tuna's been going to. I got to get him. And then as far as other players in New York, I want to get Wally. I want to get Sam. I want to get Sam Clutch again. Someone asked the Corys. A big Timbo, if you're still here, tell me if you Saeed, you're playing with hold on. Let me read some comments. Nice room you got there, couch in the back too. Yeah. Florida versus World, crashing that room to Hotbox. What's up? No, I'm 4 hours away from Hollywood. Saeed says, me and Theo Vic in Florida. What do you think about that? I think that it's a terrible team, if I'm being honest, Saeed. I think that this is what people got to realize, right? Obviously, things can change, right? Obviously, things can change. At the moment, Florida versus the World is first place 4,000, right? It is not a B tournament, but if it's closest to anything, it will be closest to a B doubles, right? Follow me here. 4,000, but right now, things can change. It is 4,000 first place, and it's not a B doubles because we let Florida A's play, Cali A's, overseas A's. We let some A players in. But if it's closest to anything, it's closest to a B doubles. With that being said, there have not been any B doubles hosted that gives out $4,000 first place. Since it is that much first place, it is in your best interest to play with a partner that gives you the greatest chance at winning. Can you say Theo Vic gives you the greatest chance at winning? As far as options you have, obviously Mike D will give you the greatest chance at winning, but Mike D's partnered up already. Gerardo will give you the greatest chance. Gerardo's partnered up already. Brian Thordo, Tristan. I get that these guys are good and they give you the greatest chance at winning. But after those guys, there are other people available. Like, for example, I know Shake. You partnered with Shake a bunch of times. That kid Justin. If Dexter don't go, you could play with Justin. Tor Rob, you're saying Tor Rob W. I get it. From my understanding, at the moment right now, the Winter Soldier is available. Winter Soldier that just won a B doubles today in the hardest bracket. That Winter Soldier, I'm pretty sure he's available. There's guys like Castro. Castro made the semis. Castro and Sagi. Sagi has made the semis in Florida versus the World 3 different times with 3 different players, partners. There's guys like there is, and I will preface it by saying this. Theo Vic's probably better than me, right? I am not trying to shit on Theo Vic. Love Theo Vic. In reality, he does not give you your greatest chance at winning that tournament. What are your thoughts to letting New York City A players play in Florida versus the World? It'll never happen. I asked Rob, he dubbed me. We came in third, or was it fourth? You were in the semis for sure. Yo, I saw that game with Chewy and Rob versus Factor at 20. Yeah, I saw the play, Timbo. Chewy was out. It's really simple and plain. Chewy was out, and Reggie made the wrong call initially. Then he made the wrong call at the second time, and then he made the right call on the third time. And the third time was the final time. So at the end of the day, Reggie made the right call as his last call, and Chewy crashed out. Chewy, matter, I got it right here. What are you talking about? I got it right here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Chewy's hitting the ball, right? Chewy's hitting the ball right there, right? He hits the ball and then he walks up. Now, this is what bothers me with handball players. Chewy's argument. Oh, I was falling forward. I was falling forward. I was falling. He's walking up. That's a whole step. And he stopped. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? There's no question there. Chewy was out. That's not a a bad call. That is not a block call. That is an avoidable hinder. Probably in reality, like 3 different avoidable hinders. He crowded, he impeded his swing, he walked into the whole 9. And then he got mad that they got the call right. Oh, you said game over, then you said blocks, then you said out. Yeah, you're out. You're out and you're winning. You got point game. They got to score 3